In this episode of Richard TV91. This time we're reviewing Sons of Anarchy Season 3, Episode 13 in the season finale. What happens in this week's episode is the club's trying to figure out how to get Jimmy O, and the way they do this is Chucky has these counterfeit bills that he kept from when he was working for the Chinese or whatever, and he's been trying to tell Kid and everybody that they need to see this and store it. And he finally gets Jax to look at him, and Jax takes them to the club, and the reason they need these counterfeit bills is because the Russians want $2 million for Jimmy O, and the reason the club finds this out is Otto talks to his Russian contact in prison, and they send Hornets and a money offer to the club via lawyers or whatever, and they get these counterfeit bills and stack them with the money that was for Tara's ransom, and Jax gets this from Stahl and the ATF. Well, what else is happening is Stahl gets in her head that Jax is going to try to screw her over. So when the club gets Jimmy, Stahl and them are looking for Jimmy, and Jimmy's not in the band, so she talks to Jax. And Jax tells her as soon as she signs the documents over, she'll get Jimmy. And Jax signs his part, and she wants to see Jimmy alive. So Jax makes her follow her to the clubhouse, and she tells Clay and them to get Jimmy O, and she puts Jimmy O in custody, and then she tells Clay and them that Jax killed her as a rat. And Clay and all them are putting to kill Jax, and Jax just said, just sign my death warrant. So he put them all in the armored car and is taken to prison. While this is happening, Chibs, Opie, the new member from the Nomad Charter that's trying to get in, and Piney are driving this bus, and they get Stahl and Jimmy O because Unser stops them and tells the other ATF to go check out a lead or whatever. And Chibs puts the 2 scar marks that Chibs has on his face. He gives them to Jimmy because Jimmy's the one who didn't give them to Chibs, and then stabs Jimmy and kills him. And then Opie shoots Stahl in the back of the head and kills her. And then the prospects get the call, and they honk the horns at the armored car and just signifies that this is happening. And this was part of Jax and the club's whole plan. They couldn't tell Jimmy because she would she'd give it away, and she wouldn't know how to keep it a secret or whatever, but they send Jim a letter, and Jackson is explaining to her that he'll never rat out his club, that this was the plan the whole time to get Stahl and Jimmy killed. And while this is happening, Tara's reading letters from John Taylor that his girlfriend gave to Jax. And other than that, that's all that's really happened. My question for y'all is, now that Stahl is out of the picture and dead, what's going to happen with that? As always, Preacher on this side of the night, that's usually Austin. It's been another episode of Richard TV91. See you next time.